This Austin zip code has great schools, great parks, great shopping, pretty much everything a family could want. We're going to tell you about it today. Today we're shooting from the Hive co-working space right in the heart of one of our favorite zip codes in South Austin, 78748. 78748 runs from I-35 west out to Brody Lane and from Ditmar, which is also called Davis in some spots, down to 1626 north-southwise. So it's kind of a little quadrant in Southwest Austin, about 20-25 minutes from downtown Austin, totally depending on the traffic and the time of day. If you've been in Austin for any length of time, you know that it could be quite a bit longer if traffic is bad. Sometimes you can just fly right in. So you got to check ahead of time. And I'd say it's probably, 25-30 minutes from the airport-ish. Again, pending traffic. But that gets you a little bit of an idea of how it's situated in relation to the rest of the city. All right, so we mentioned park spaces. There are so many options for parks in Southwest Austin. And a lot of different options right outside of 78748. But today we're only going to focus on the ones that are actually in this zip code because we're talking about this zip code today. So our favorite two and the biggest two within 78748 would be Marymoor Seawright Park and Ditmar. Marymoor Seawright Park is right off of Slaughter Lane, and it is a gigantic city-owned and operated park with tons of trails. So if you like hiking and biking, I mean, you pull up Google Maps and see how huge this chunk of land is. It's really pretty natural other than the trails cut through it. Fantastic spot to go. They've got great frisbee golf. They've got a really nice big playground that is really a good spot for birthday parties. No swimming pool at Marymoor Seawright Park, but just when it's not 110 degrees, a really great place to be outside and kind of feel like you're in touch with nature without being too far away from the city. Second one is Ditmar, also owned and managed by the city. Ditmar is off Ditmar Lane, which converts to Davis Lane, I think at Manchac, right? At Manchac, it changes over. Anyway, Ditmar is a park that's almost nestled right into the neighborhood behind it. So we have some friends that live back there and they can walk or ride their bikes to the backside of Ditmar. There's a huge field there for running and playing. There is a great playground that has like a cushy bottom, so if your kids are super courageous and they climb to the top of things like our friends' kids do and they fall, it's not terrible because the ground is kind of squishy and gives a little bit. There's a swimming pool there as well that's free. Has a diving board, our kids' favorite because you don't see that all the time. And they do like swim team and lap swimming in there too for kids. They run a lot of camps out of Ditmar during the summer. So it's a really nice, almost like a community center that's built right into the neighborhoods off Ditmar Road. So those are, I think, our two favorite parks in that area. We also, though, love that there are tons of little pocket parks. There's a Cherry Creek Park. There's a Silk Oak Park that are built right into neighborhoods, again, so kids can ride their bikes and just get out and play on the playground. And then so many more that we won't even list, but just little pocket parks where there'll be a tiny little playground and maybe a picnic table next to it. So if you just need a change of pace and want to get your kids out, there's a lot of different options to choose from in 78748. If you pull up 78748 on the map, you'll see a whole lot of different neighborhoods sprinkled through there. Houses are built anywhere from the 70s up to maybe like the early 2000s in Shady Hollow. There are some pockets where they've got more recent construction and even some more slated and planned off Ditmar coming soon. So there is a little bit of new construction. For the most part, it's going to feel a lot more established with bigger, older trees. And you can kind of trace as Austin grew, the houses that are closer to the city within the zip code are older, and then the further out you go, the newer they are, just kind of as a rule. So if you're looking for a particular time or architectural style, you've got a big variety to choose from in this zip code. When you live in 78748, you've got a whole variety of elementary schools to choose from within Austin ISD. We had our kids at Cowan for a while, really liked Cowan, but there are so many around there that we hear good things about as well. Same with middle schools. The main two are Paredes and Bailey. Um, Typically, you see Bailey rated higher than Paredes on greatschools.org, but we have known people that had their kids at Paredes and really liked it. Same with Bailey. Same thing with high school level. So then we've got Bowie High School and Aikens High School. These are two of the largest public high schools in the Austin area, which is good and bad. And same there. We've heard great things about both of them from families that we know that have had their kids there. So if you'd like to talk more about any of that, please reach out and we'd be happy to share what we know. Of course, there's also a good option of private schools and public charters. We'll put an image up so you can see a menu of those. Plenty of options to explore if you're looking at living in this area. All right, I would say the best shopping in 78748 is going to be at South Park Meadows, which is right on I-35 at Slaughter Lane. It's a humongous shopping center. Yeah, there's a movie theater in there. There are a bunch of Austin places that maybe started out like right in Austin, now have opened up different locations, and a lot of them have put locations in 78748. So there's like the suburban version of Green Mesquite Barbecue and Little Woodrow's. So I would say your best shopping is at South Park Meadows. You've also got a brand new HEB right across the street that is huge and that supposedly has great barbecue, although I haven't tried it yet. And if you're not from around here, HEB is our main grocery store, so that's a pretty exciting thing to happen right there. And then also, as you go, if you take Slaughter across to Brody, there's more restaurants kind of at that intersection. There's a Starbucks there, of course, and there's some other Austin satellite type restaurants like Cilantro and Madame Mam's, Maudie's, Tex-Mex. So you've got a lot of options just very close by for both shopping and dining in 4-8. So I told you we're at the Hive co-working space. This is on South Manchac in 78748, but it's right in a strip of little like bars and not really eateries, just places to go out. Good little nightlife strip on South Manchac. People are trying to call it Soma. I don't know if that'll catch on or not. But really some of our favorite spots to go out and meet friends right here in 78748 on South Manchac. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching our video on Austin's Southwest zip code 78748. Please reach out with questions. If you think we missed something, we'd love to hear it. Drop comments below. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.